Hi everyone, this is Brenda from Mainly Hybrid Homesteading. Welcome to our channel. It's the 4th of July today. Happy 4th. I hope you're all taking some time to relax. It's a beautiful day today here in southern Maine. I wanted to update you guys on the garden, give you another garden tour, and see the challenges that we've been having. And yes, oops, I did it again. Made a mistake. So we'll be sharing that with you as well. So we have Ellie out here helping me with the garden. Looking for bugs. Here we have our pole beans, and they have reached, they're meeting up at the top. I don't know if you can see that. So they're doing very well, starting to get some little flowers. And the bush beans down here are also doing very well. Look at all the flowers on these. We're going to get a lot of string beans. And my second crop of plants is getting there. Climbing up. Getting taller. And we have a couple pepper plants here. This one's doing well. This one's being ravaged by something. I'm going to have to make up some natural bug stuff to put on the leaves anyway. And tomatoes are struggling. They should be greener, I think, and taller. I think probably they could use bigger pots. Probably 5-gallon buckets. I've been watering them every day. I have done fertilized them and done a little Epsom salt. So I don't know. I think this is a learning process. Some of them look better than others. And then we have our sweet potatoes. Those are doing well. We added more dirt to the pots. So hopefully we'll get a few sweet potatoes at the end of the summer. So carrots are doing very well here. And then we have our one celery plant here. This is actually from the grocery store. We just cut off the bottom of the celery stalks and put it in here. These Mizuna greens are doing great, and we are loving them. These larger leaves have a milder flavor. We've already had a couple meals off of these, and these leaves are also edible, and they're used, I've been using them in stir fries. And that's what the Japanese, I think these come from Japan, and Japanese use them in their stir fry cooking. So this one has wanted to flower a couple times, so I've snapped off the middle stalk. I don't know if they're just being stressed from the dryness, because we haven't had rain in a week and a half now, and it's been in the 80s. But I will definitely be planting this again next year, and probably I need to get some more seeds. I do have a little bit left over. They were actually free seeds that I think Baker's Seeds had sent with an order that I made. And our beets are doing well. I do need to cut away some of the dead leaves at the bottom there. Swiss chard, we've also had some of that already. And cucumbers are doing well. We have lots of flowers. So we should start seeing some baby cucumbers in the near future. My squash plants are doing very well. I just took the netting down. Gonna have to keep a close eye on them to make sure the moth vine borer moths don't come lay their eggs and destroy the plants. That's my biggest concern. And then of course squash bugs, which come later on in the summer. Also something that I need to keep an eye out for. But they're starting to climb. I think I'm just going to leave the netting off now and see how they do. Carrots over here are also growing. Pumpkin plants, looks like I'm going to have to trim back some of this the yellow leaves, but overall they're kind of going crazy, so I'm just going to set them free, so to speak. The peas are doing very well, and I was out here watering last night. I didn't actually look, but I do need to harvest some of these peas. They're always a good snack when you're in the garden. And the lettuce is doing well. We've had quite a few meals with this, and I'm going to be cutting some more for dinner tonight. My dill is just shooting up, so it's always nice to add this to your dill pickles. It just really adds to the, I don't know, it just looks so nice in the jar. And more cucumbers over here, doing well. Going to be planting the Brussels sprouts soon. And our regular potatoes are doing very well. We also added more dirt to these buckets. But the plants are doing very well. And this is my mistake. These are supposed to be bush beans. And I noticed 2 or 3 days ago that they looked like they wanted to climb. So it looks like I planted the wrong seeds. So I added some old tomato cages and some poles in here to give them something to climb on. I had made this mistake like many years ago, maybe 15 years ago now. I didn't know there was such a thing as pole beans. And they just made a mess in the garden. They just took over the whole garden because they just wanted to vine everywhere. So it's a happy mistake. They're still very healthy. They're going to give us beans, but not what I had planned for this part of the garden. And I think these are actually bush beans. We'll find out in a week or two when they grow some more. Still have a bare spot here that things didn't come up, but it's a little area. Maybe I can put some radishes in there. Now we're going to go over to the new garden, show you that. So this is quite a large garden. I haven't actually measured it, but I definitely have more growing space here than I do with the raised beds. And like Tim said, you know, if things grow, they grow. If things were put in late, so we may not be able to harvest some of the things that are growing, but it's established and we'll just keep adding to it as the years go on. So I had a few more onion bulbs, and some of them, you know, were not the cream of the crop, but they are growing. Turnips seem to really love this area. I've never actually grown turnips before, but they had 40 days growth time until harvest, so that was perfect for this garden, and I will definitely be planting some more, but we'll see how they come out. And over here we have broccoli. Kind of hard to see. There's one there. They're still kind of young plants, but I've been focusing on just watering these plants, trying to be careful with my well. But we do have some corn, and maybe we'll get corn by the fall, maybe not. We'll find out. And we have more turnips here. These are also doing well. And over here we have some beets. Kind of hard to see between the weeds. I did weed a couple days ago, but the weeds are still growing. And in here we have some cabbage. Let's see if I can find you a plant here. Okay, there is a small cabbage plant. So they are interspersed, but they're still kind of small. And here we have some butternut squash. Have 4 plants in here. I know I planted more, but that's what came up. And those look fairly healthy, so hopefully we'll get some butternut squash. And here we have some more summer squash, some combination of zucchini and the yellow squash. So those are growing well. And trying some watermelon. Again, they have a much longer growing season, so we may not actually see watermelon this year, but I'm glad that they're growing. Smaller one there and there. And more regular potatoes. And sweet potatoes. So I was kind of lazy. I didn't take the slips off. But I'm kind of hoping that they will feed off the potato there and keep growing and make new potatoes. It's kind of an experiment. We'll find out. So overall, quite happy with how the garden's going. Like I said, we're in the middle of a dry spell and there's not much rain in the future. I know other places they're just having rain and really cold. Even up north here in Maine, my mom said that it's been really cold and rainy. Feels like fall up there. So everyone is having challenges, and certainly, you know, I could, if this keeps up, we may have issues here as far as, you know, keeping the garden watered. Definitely can have issues with pests. Nothing is guaranteed. That's why we have a pantry as a backup. But things are looking up so far, and hoping to be preserving a bunch of stuff in the next month or two. Let me know how your garden is doing. Are you guys having trouble with the weather or pests? And what's growing well for you guys? Thanks for watching today. We'll keep you updated. Please like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't already done so. We'll see you next time. Bye.